What's up, world? Uko here from Better Therapy Now. Welcome to lesson 6 of the disciplined mindset, mindfulness, and focus. So we've talked about improving discipline, we've talked about time management, we've talked about setting smart goals, and we've said that discipline is the foundation of mental fitness. And the foundation of discipline is your ability to focus. Everything ties together. Your ability to improve your mental fitness really rests on your ability to develop a disciplined mindset. And the foundation of a disciplined mindset is focus. And the way that you improve your ability to focus is by implementing mindful practices. As you're attempting to build mental strength to achieve success, it's going to be attacked and undercut by ankle biters. And those ankle biters are just the distractions of daily life. Mindfulness has numerous benefits, but we'll focus on just a couple. So mindfulness is about being present and focusing on the task at hand. And the people around you will feel the difference when you're able to be present for an extended period of time. If your mind is in the present, it's not in the future, which is where anxiety and fear live. And if you're present, your mind is not in the past, which is where anger and depression live. And the main ankle biters that are very counterproductive to any sort of progress are fear, anger, depression, and anxiety. Those four emotions undercut progress, and mindfulness combats those four emotions. So it's essential that you develop a mindfulness practice. Ultimately, the goal of mental fitness is to convince you to chase a really big goal. It's for the person that really wants to thrive in some area of their life. But if you develop a big goal, then there's going to be challenges in the road to that big goal. And there's going to be a whole lot of fear that works its way into your mind. And the mindfulness practice is almost like a spiritual experience that can carry you through those tough times. The worksheet walks you through several different meditation and breathing exercises, but feel free to get as creative as you want to get. When it comes to meditation, if you haven't meditated before, think of your mind as a sort of weight and your focus as like your fine motor skills or your hands that are trying to kind of control that weight. Your mind is going to wander as you sit there and just try to focus on one thing, whether it be your breath or just sitting there with your eyes closed. Your mind's going to go all over the place, and the exercise is you noticing that, so capturing your mind and bringing it back to focus. That is the exercise. And as you do that, and you continuously do that day after day, your ability to focus for longer periods of time will lengthen. You'll want to stop, you'll want to do something else. All these important tasks will enter into your mind, trying to get you to break your concentration. And your task is just to capture that thought, put it aside as a thought, and then bring your focus back. And then after a couple of minutes, your mind's probably going to wander. Your mind might wander for a full 5 to 10 minutes, and that's okay, as long as you notice it and continue to bring it back. And don't aim too high in the beginning if you've never done this before. Just sit there for 2 minutes and start with 2-minute meditations. So then go to 5-minute meditations, then 10-minute meditations. And you can even stop there. Consistency is much more important than duration. So doing a 5-minute meditation every day for 5 days in a row or 5 days a week is much more important and much more beneficial than doing one meditation for 45 minutes. The reason consistency is so important is because you're trying to develop a practice. You want to make this a habit for yourself so that you do this throughout your day eventually. One of the best breath/meditation exercises that I like to do that I think is surprisingly challenging is simply closing your eyes, taking a deep breath in, then exhaling, trying to get your exhale a little bit longer than your inhale was, and then count with each repetition that you do and try to make it to 60. This is surprisingly challenging because your mind will start to wander around 10, 15. Just keep going until you make it to 60 and see how many breaths you can do without your mind kind of forgetting the task. So we've talked about several different activities and techniques that you can use to develop a disciplined mindset. Next, we'll talk about the role that physical health plays in developing a disciplined mindset.